Monopoly Socialism. How to play. The object of the game is to um play also and other contribution tips. Everyone loses the game if the community fund runs out. Lay off the board.
If there is a tie, try again. The dealer shuffles, then deals 2 cards face down to each player and 2 cards face up in the middle. Repeat this once. Players look at their own cards but keep them hidden from their opponents.
The oldest player goes first.
Placed face down.
The oldest player goes first, then play proceeds clockwise. On your turn,
play proceeds clockwise. On your turn, you must either pair, build, call, or trail exactly 1 card from your hand. To pair, place a card of the same rank from your hand to a single center card or pile of cards that has the matching value and collect
unless
those
this
cards
is the third time you roll doubles in a row. Then, in that case, you go to jail.
Combined face value as its value. Aces are worth 1. Numbered cards are worth their face value, and face cards are worth nothing and can only pair with any other single face card. To build, you combine a card from your hand with a card in the middle, adding the values together so that the resulting combination is equal to another card in your hand.
If you choose not to manage the project, then you must auction it off. You are not allowed to bid on a project you are auctioning. Bidding starts at $5. You don't need to bid. You don't need to bid and turn order. The auction ends when no player is willing to increase the bid. The highest bidder pays the bank.
Any other player may take their turn to capture the built cards in a pair if they are able and choose to. Additionally, any other player is also allowed to add to previously built cards, so long as they hold a card of the same value in their hand to the new value they are building, and that they play a card from their hand to increase the value. They may not increase a built value from another face-up card on the table. To continue the example, your opponent holds an 8 and a 2. They may add the 2 from their hand to the pile and say, building 8. When you make a build, it must include the card you just played, and you cannot create a build entirely of cards that were already face-up on the table. Cards which have been made into a build can only be captured as a unit, never individually. To call, a player can play a pair to the middle and leave it there if they hold another card of the same rank in their hand. For example, if you have 2 5s in your hand and there is a 5 in the middle, you can place one of your 5s onto the middle 5 and say, calling 5, and end your turn. No player may build on a called pile, and you may not call face cards. The other players have an opportunity to pair the called 5 and capture it if they have a 5 in their hand. If they don't capture it, they make another play. Then, on the original player's next turn, they may use their other 5 to take the 2 middle 5s. If a player cannot match any cards, they must place one of their cards face up in the middle and end their turn. This is called trailing. If you made a call or build previously, you may not trail until you capture those cards. You may also not build or call with a card in your hand that is already reserved in another build or call, so that you would be unable to capture the original build or call. Once each player has played the 4 cards in their hand, the dealer deals 4 more cards, 2 at a time, to each player from the remaining stock. This process of play repeats until all the cards from the stock have been played. At the end of the final hand, the player who made the last possible capture collects all the remaining face-up cards. Then points are scored. The player who collected the most cards gets 3 points, and the player who collected the most spades gets 1 point. Collecting the 10 of diamonds, called the big casino, is worth 2 points, and the 2 of spades, called the little casino, is worth 1 point. Aces are worth 1 point each. Add up each player's player's points, then the roll of dealer rotates clockwise by 1. Repeat this process until one player gets 21 or more points, then that player is the winner. Thanks for watching. If you like this, please hit the like button.
To get out of jail, you must pay you can either pay the bank $50 to move and continue your turn as normal, or you can roll 6.
For 10% off your entire order. Nerds, also known as peanuts. How to play. The object of the game is to win the most points and to play all the cards in your nerds pile. Give each player a standard 52-card deck of playing cards, each with a unique design on its back. Each player shuffles their deck, then flips the top 4 cards face up in a row, called their work piles. Next, each player deals 13 cards to a face-down pile, called their nerds pile, which is placed to the right of their work piles. Flip the top card of the nerds pile over and place it on top of the pile. The remainder of the deck is held face down in one hand as an individual stock. When everyone is ready, someone says go. All play happens simultaneously.
You can buy, sell, swap projects with other players at any time. Projects. The amount is decided by the players making the deal. Traded projects.
You can stack cards in your work area in decreasing order and alternating colors. Whenever a work pile is empty,
Then every player loses.
You can move stacks of sequential cards. You may not move cards onto your nerds pile. You can